Honda has one of the strongest reputations for reliability of any automaker on the planet, and that reputation is mostly deserved. But here is what Honda owners and buyers rarely talk about. Honda has had some genuinely terrible years. Years where the engines burned oil, the transmissions failed early, and the repair bills stacked up fast enough to erase every dollar you thought you saved buying a reliable Japanese car. I have gone through the data on 5 of Honda's most popular models, the Accord, the Civic, the CR-V, the Pilot, and the Odyssey, and I have identified the 3 years where Honda hit absolute peak reliability. These are the golden years, the years where nearly every model in the lineup was firing on all cylinders, and owners were racking up hundreds of thousands of miles without drama. And then I'm going to show you the 3 years you need to avoid completely, the years where Honda cut corners, rushed engineering changes, or simply released products that were not ready, and it cost their customers thousands of dollars. If you are buying a used Honda in 2026, this video could save you a very expensive mistake. Let's get into it. Before we get into years, understand the pattern. Honda's problem years almost always follow the same formula. A new engine family gets introduced, or a new transmission debuts, or a new generation of a popular model launches, and Honda rushed it. The first or second year of a major change is almost always where the problems concentrate. The golden years, on the other hand, are almost always the third, fourth, or fifth year of an established generation, when the engineering is proven, the fixes are in, and the factories have the production dialed in. Keep that pattern in mind as we go through this list. Worst number 1, 2008 Honda. The 2008 model year sits right at the beginning of a troubling period for Honda, and it shows up as a problem year across multiple models. Start with the 2008 Honda Accord. This was the first year of the 8th generation Accord, and it introduced a 2.4-liter iVTEC engine paired with a brand new 5-speed automatic transmission. On paper, it looked like an upgrade. In reality, owners started reporting transmission shudder, delayed engagement, and in some cases, complete transmission failure before 100,000 miles. Honda issued technical service bulletins for the transmission behavior, but never issued a formal recall, which meant thousands of owners ended up paying for repairs out of pocket, typically between $2,500 and $4,500 for a rebuilt or replacement transmission. The 2008 Honda Odyssey had its own serious issue in this year. The power sliding door mechanism developed failures that were expensive and annoying to repair, and the VCM variable cylinder management system on the V6 engine began showing early signs of the oil consumption problem that would haunt Honda V6 owners for the better part of a decade. And the 2008 Honda Pilot carried that same VCM-equipped V6 with the same developing oil consumption issues. The 2008 model year is dangerous because the cars look solid from the outside. Low miles, reasonable prices, solid reputation. But you are buying right at the beginning of a problem generation, and the issues tend to emerge after you have already driven it off the lot. Stay away from 2008 Hondas, especially the Accord and the Odyssey. Worst number 2, 2012 Honda. The 2012 model year is the one that Honda enthusiasts talk about the least because it's embarrassing. The biggest story of 2012 is the Honda CR-V. This was the first year of the 4th generation CR-V, and it launched with a brand new 2.4-liter Earth Dreams engine that Honda was extremely proud of. The problem was that this engine had a serious oil dilution issue, particularly in cold climates. When the engine ran short trips in cold weather, gasoline was making its way past the piston rings and mixing with the engine oil. Owners were checking their dipsticks and finding oil that smelled like fuel and was sitting above the full mark because gasoline literally added volume to the oil supply. This is not a minor issue. Running an engine on diluted oil accelerates wear on bearings, camshafts, and cylinder walls. It shortens engine life significantly. Honda acknowledged the problem eventually and made some calibration changes, but the fix was never fully satisfying, and the 2012 CR-V remains one of the most complained about compact SUVs of its generation. The 2012 Honda Civic had its own crisis, and it was public enough that major automotive publications called it out at the time. The ninth generation Civic launched in 2012 and was almost universally panned by reviewers as a step backward in quality, refinement, and interior materials. But beyond the quality perception issue, real-world owners started reporting excessive oil consumption on the 1.8 liter, some seeing consumption of a quarter every 1,000 to 1,500 miles, along with paint quality issues and premature wear on interior surfaces. Honda was so stung by the criticism of the 2012 Civic that they actually mid-cycle refreshed it in 2013, an unusual and telling move. The 2012 Honda Accord V6 also continued to show VCM-related oil consumption and engine mount wear issues that were documented across forums and in owner complaints filed with the NHTSA. The 2012 model year is one of the weakest across the Honda lineup in the last 20 years. Avoid it across the board. Worst number 3, 2017 Honda. The 2017 model year is the most expensive on this list, not because the cars were the worst built, but because the failures that show up in 2017 Hondas tend to be high-dollar repairs. The 2017 Honda CR-V introduced the 1.5-liter turbo engine, Honda's first mainstream turbocharged four-cylinder for the North American market. It sounded like a smart move. Better power, better fuel economy, more modern technology. But the 2017 CR-V Turbo launched with a severe oil dilution issue that made the 2012 naturally aspired issue look minor by comparison. In cold climates, gasoline was making its way into the engine oil at alarming rates, even faster and more severely than in earlier models. Owners in Canada, the northern United States, and cold weather markets found oil that smelled strongly of gasoline, engines that were overfilled with diluted oil, and in some cases early engine wear that Honda was slow to acknowledge. Honda issued a software update for the 2017 CR-V and modified the engine calibration, but many owners felt the fix was insufficient, and class action lawsuits were filed in both the United States and Canada related to the oil dilution issue on the 1.5-liter turbo. The 2017 Honda Pilot had transmission concerns, specifically hesitation and rough shifting in the 9-speed automatic that was introduced on higher trim levels. The 9-speed was a joint development with ZF, and it proved problematic in early applications, with Honda issuing multiple software updates and some owners requiring torque converter replacements. The 2017 Honda Odyssey, the last year of the fourth-generation minivan before the complete redesign, suffered from worn-out aging issues. The power sliding door problems were worse on high-mileage examples, and the VCM system on V6 engines was showing the accumulated wear of years of problematic operation. Any used Honda of 2017 needs careful inspection. The 2017 CR-V with the 1.5 turbo in particular, get a compression test, check the oil, and walk away if there's any fuel smell on the dipstick. Now let's get to the good news, because Honda's golden years are genuinely outstanding used cars. Best number 1, 2015 Honda. The 2015 Honda Accord is one of the best used cars you can buy at any price point in 2026. The 9th generation Accord had been on sale since 2013, and by 2015, every engineering issue had been sorted out. The 2.4-liter four-cylinder is indestructible with regular oil changes. The V6 in this generation had the VCM system, but by 2015, Honda made calibration improvements that reduced the severity of the oil consumption issue, and aftermarket solutions like the VCM muzzler are cheap and effective if you want added peace of mind. The 2015 Honda CR-V is one of the sweetest spots in the entire CR-V history. This was the third-generation, fourth-gen CR-V, still running the naturally aspired 2.4-liter that had been refined and sorted out over several model years. No turbo oil dilution, no new transmission, just a proven, dependable crossover that owners regularly drive past 200,000 miles. The 2015 Honda Civic was in its last year before the complete 10th generation redesign, and it was running beautifully. Honda had fixed the oil consumption from the rough 2012 launch, and the 2015 Civic represents the most polished version of a generation that started poorly and ended well. The 2015 Honda Accord received a redesign in 2016, so the 2015 is the last year of a mature, well-sorted generation. All the bugs worked out, real-world reliability proven over years of production. Across every model, 2015 is as reliable as Honda gets. Best number 2, 2016 Honda. The 2016 model year is a golden year for a different reason. It's the launch year of Honda's best modern generation across two of its most important models. The 2016 Honda Civic completely reinvented the nameplate. The 10th generation Civic was universally praised, longer, lower, more powerful, and with a dramatically improved interior compared to the generation it replaced. The 1.5-liter turbo engine in the 2016 Civic was the same family as the 2017 CR-V Turbo, but here's the critical difference. The Civic turbo oil dilution issue was far less severe than what would later appear in the CR-V. The smaller, lighter Civic reached operating temperature faster and ran its engine harder, which reduced the conditions that caused dilution. Long-term reliability data on the 2016 Civic Turbo is very strong. The 2016 Honda Pilot was the first year of the completely redesigned third-generation Pilot, bigger, more refined, with a proper 8-speed automatic replacing the outdated 5-speed. First-year Pilot usually means first-year concerns, but the 2016 Pilot launched surprisingly cleanly, with only minor software-related transmission complaints in the early months that were addressed quickly. The 2016 Honda Accord continued to benefit from its mature, proven platform, still delivering the same outstanding reliability as the 2015 with a small mid-cycle refresh to the styling and features. The 2016 model year gives you the best of both worlds, proven reliability on the Accord and the genuinely impressive new generation on the Civic and Pilot. Best number 3. 2019 Honda. The 2019 model year is the most underrated golden year on this list, and it is the year that represents the best used buy across the Honda lineup in 2026. By 2019, the 10th generation Civic had been on the road for 3 full years. Every issue had been identified, addressed, and sorted. The 1.5-liter turbo was running better than ever. Reliability scores were excellent, and 2019 Civics are now hitting the used market at prices that represent exceptional value. The 2019 Honda CR-V is where the turbocharged oil dilution story finally gets resolved. Honda had made significant calibration and hardware adjustments through 2018 and into 2019, and real-world data shows that 2019 CR-Vs suffer far fewer dilution-related complaints than the 2017 and 2018 models. If you want a turbocharged CR-V, the 2019 is the first year you can buy with real confidence. The 2019 Honda Accord received the complete redesign in 2018, and by 2019, its second model year, the new 10th generation Accord was hitting its stride. The 1.5-liter and 2.0-liter turbocharged engines were well proven by this point. The 10-speed automatic transmission had been sorted through the 2018 model year, and the 2019 Accord offers a genuinely modern, spacious, and reliable sedan at a used market price that is hard to beat. The 2019 Honda Odyssey, the second year of the 5th generation minivan redesign, was running cleanly with the new 3.5-liter V6 that ditched the problematic VCM system in favor of a more conventional setup, finally ending the oil consumption saga that had followed Honda V6 minivan buyers for years. The 2019 Honda lineup is the most well-rounded, reliable, and modern-feeling collection of used Hondas available on the market in 2026, at prices that still make financial sense. So here's the complete picture. The 3 years to avoid: 2008 for transmission failures and early VCM oil consumption, 2012 for the oil-burning Civic and the CR-V's fuel dilution disaster, and 2017 for the turbocharged CR-V oil dilution problem and the 9-speed Pilot transmission. The 3 golden years to buy: 2015 for proven bulletproof reliability across every model, 2016 for the landmark 10th generation Civic and the redesigned Pilot, and 2019 for the most refined, modern, and trustworthy Honda lineup on the used market today. One last thing before you go. Honda's reputation protects sellers more than it protects buyers. Because everyone knows Hondas are reliable, bad examples stay priced high even when they shouldn't be. Do not let the Honda badge convince you to skip the pre-purchase inspection. Pull the oil dipstick, check for fuel smell, ask for the service history, and on any turbocharged model from before 2019, find out how the car was used in cold weather. The Honda Golden Years are genuinely outstanding used cars. Just make sure you are actually buying one of them. Drop a comment below telling me which Honda you are looking at and the year. I'll tell you exactly what to check before you buy. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.